Margaret Lescon-Cola, I too am glad to be able to speak here today, but I'm really quite sad because, you know, we've spoken several times, and indeed I attended a number of briefings with the Taoiseach and indeed with the Taoiseach right through, you know, 2019 and before. And, you know, I know the Taoiseach put endless hours and endless hours of debate into this, but it's a massive blow to our economy, our agricultural, our fishing, and indeed our just common trade. And only shortly before Christmas, Deputy Murphy from the former Road Holiday, obviously business, but also now elected TD, and I railed here about issues that we're facing. It's like a night, it's getting dark. And the ministers and their officials told us blatantly that everything would be hunky-dory, everything was in order, we had everything that was needed to be in place. But sadly, we have very little in place. And I had some lady on for the revenue the other morning then giving out about the hauliers not having all their paperwork. Remember, hauliers and any business person now is snowed under with paperwork. And that's one of the main reasons I believe that the British disengaged from the EU. Paperwork and bureaucracy. And our mandarins here are exemplary and putting more paperwork on top of that, and rules and regulations. And we haven't the access ports, we haven't taught new initiatives and ways of getting our goods across to the UK, but we were all informed here by the Taoiseach, Taoiseach and others that everything was going to be hunky-dory. And officials are telling that. Is there any accountability with these officials that told us that and let us believe that? We're kind of as if they put their head in a bag and decided everything was grand. So staring us in the face that we're going to have a multiplicity of problems. And the fishing industry then was traded and sold out. It happened in 1973. Minister, when your late dad was here in the Dáil, I understand, and God rest him, and it happened now again. There'd been a sacrificial lamb here. They'd been destroyed. And we had Mr. Barnier, supposed to be the EU Trade Commissioner. He was dealing and looking after the French fishermen at the cost of the Irish fishermen. And Deputy Michael Collins raised it here that who was this percentage of fish they were talking about? It was our fish they were talking about, our Irish people's fish and rightly livelihoods in the fishing industry that were going to be decimated. And it has happened. As sure as night had followed day and it got dark and it got dawn the morning after. But no, we have such a bureaucratic system here now. What do we do here? Reward one of our senior civil servants to take over health. Reward them by 82,000 a year. It's time they were held accountable to the people and face the people. And because they're not fit for purpose here, we had plenty warning. The British people decided, and I had the previous deputy saying he was sorry and they made a mistake, whatever. They're sovereign. They're not like Lisbon here and Nice, we made people vote twice. They respect democracy over there. They gave us plenty warning. We didn't heed it, and now we have the mess to engage with. And it is a pity that they're gone, but they made that for very good reasons. Go on, Margaret.
Deputy Michael Healy.